The way I talk about it, and I think it's something that I talk to founders a lot, is the emotional roller coaster. I think there's a big part of being a founder and an entrepreneur that is about the emotional roller coaster, because the highs and the lows are so augmented when it's your own business, right? Again, I spent 15, almost 20 years in corporate. You have good days, you have bad days, your project is rejected, your one advertising program does amazing. Like, you have good days and bad days. But when it's your startup, like, it's your baby, right? And so for me, I think one of the things that I had to learn very early on was like, I'm a very high energy person. I'm a very effusive person. And so sort of managing that a little bit, because it's a long road. It's a long slog, and there's a lot of ups and downs, and there's a lot of good things and not so good things. So I think for me, because it was my baby, because it was something we were starting from scratch, I think sort of managing the emotions of that was a big piece of it. I also think that there is a sort of resetting of the mindset of, fail fast, right? It's not something that is taught in corporate. And so this idea to me was incredibly empowering and freeing, but also kind of terrifying of like, let's just try it. If it doesn't work, we move on. Right. And so even within Scentbird, I mean, we started with a different business model. We tried. So first we tried just recommendations and thinking that it would be an affiliate model. That's a horrible idea. Don't do that. Then we tried a try before you buy, where we would send you 3 full sizes with sample sizes, and you would keep what you like, send back the rest. That was an even worse business model. Lots of fraud, terrible things, lots of shipping costs. Don't do that either. And finally, we landed upon the subscription model, which is where the company is today. But, even that level of iteration and shifting and having the openness and sort of the, it's something I always talk about, like the most successful founders have this, innately kind of opposite push and pull, where on the one hand, they need to believe, so much in their business, they're going to bash through walls. But on the other hand, they need to be humble enough and sort of thoughtful and just listen, right? Listen to your customers, that you can pivot, that you can integrate feedback, that you can evolve, and sort of having that push and pull, I think is something that really sets successful founders apart. And it's something that was hard to cultivate initially.